Alrighty folks, welcome back for some more TNFC Territory. TechNodeFirmaCraft on the server. Turning morning here, and it's time to play with drones. I have drone bits in my inventory. So what I've wanted to do with drones, kind of since, well, not day one, but the whole time, what I've wanted to do with drones is have them tend the farm for us so that we can actually have enough seed oil and ethanol to actually run the diesel generator for a significant amount of time, if not all the time. So until now, we've done the water wheel and the old IE windmill over there, which are cool and look really neat, but are very low power. Then we've got these solar panels from Mekanism, which are better. They make more power, and we've got the Mech windmills way up there, and they're better too. And we're doing okay on power, but none of that's really enough to keep the excavator running. So it's time to see if we can really power up this diesel generator and get it going for real. Alright, so I'm going to have to rethink the whole power grid if this works, but for now we'll just check it out. Okay, so we've been manually farming hemp seeds and sugar cane. You guys have seen that. And of course, the sugar cane gets turned into ethanol, and the hemp seeds over here get turned into plant oil, and those go into the refinery to make the biodiesel, which is what we're running the diesel generator on. Okay, so now what we want to do is have the drone do all that for us, so it can just be automatically doing that the entire time. So what I've got here is a mechanism bin. I don't know if I even have mentioned these, but they're kind of like a Java barrel, but a little bit different. They're pretty easy to make, just cobblestone around a basic control circuit, and that's just osmium in the infuser with a bit of redstone. And again, use the compressed redstone, not the regular redstone, because it's much, much more efficient. At any rate, these will hold 4096 of a single item. Doesn't matter what item it is, doesn't matter the stack size, 4096. No upgrades, no nothing. But when your stack sizes are 64, a regular Java barrel can hold 2048. I think that's right, 2048 items. So this is double a regular Java barrel. Of course, Java barrels you can upgrade. So they can be made better. But anyway, this is pretty good stuff. And these guys retain their inventory when you pick them up. So not a big deal for here, but if you want to go out, for instance, the excavators over there getting coal, I should totally bring over some bins and have it fill up the bins. Then I can just pick up the bin and bring over, 4,000 coal at a time. So there you go. That all being said, I have put together a drone with a program, and we are going to give it a try and see if it will work for us. Now, I think for now we're going to just pop down a charging station and an RF thingy mabobber. Let's see, we're going to need one of those. Alright, so I made a new flux compressor, and this guy requires RF upon the top, and it outputs only on these two ends. That end and this end. So it'll output stuffs for there. Kind of want it just a little further away. I'm just worried that the thing's not going to plug in properly. Alright, let's try this with the IE wiring and see if this will work. Whoa, hello things. Alright, get there. Yes, okay, so you should now have power. You're powering up pretty slowly. Do I need a bigger? You're an MV coming out of an HV capacitor. I feel like that should be enough power for that thing. It may not be, but like I said, I need to redo the entire, because that's 32,000 RF. This is, how much do you hold? 100,000. Well, anyway, it's powering up. We may need to give it more power than that, but we'll worry about that later. Like I said, if this all works, and I hope it does, then we will need to... Oh, right, yes, because you're immediately making... Okay, so you're actually running right now. and you're making pressure, it's just not going anywhere. And you're powering up. Okay, that's fine. So let's change you to require a high signal. So you'll stop creating pressure for the moment. And there we go. All right. The other thing I forgot is this guy actually makes heat. So we're going to want to pop a couple of heat sinks on him too, probably. But we'll see how bad that is or how much that's required. Okay, so I do want to, we're going to lose the pressure, but that's fine. I do want to pop one tube there. And then I want to put the charging station down here. I guess I could have done that first, couldn't I? Alright, so you will support up to 20 bars of pressure. You will support up to 20 bars of pressure. I use an advanced tube, which will do 20 bars of pressure. And that means nobody goes boom unless we get above 20. Now, I want to try this advanced PCB thing, because I just was looking at it, and it looks pretty cool. Can I stand over here, maybe? I don't think it matters. Let's do it over here. Here, I'll stand back one. There we go. Ah, stop. Okay, so this guy normally will output a redstone signal of 2 times whatever the pressure is. So we've been using those before. When you get to 4 pressure, you get an 8 redstone signal. So you run 8 redstone, vanilla redstone around the floor and back over to here, and say, okay, you know, that you can only run on a low signal or whatever. Well, that's annoying and bothersome. So apparently these advanced PCBs can be used to specify exactly how you want tube modules to behave. And I have not tried this yet. Wanted to wait and do it on camera here and see what we get. So, right click it, yes. And now it's got a little redstone thing saying, yeah, hey, this is an upgraded one. Now I right click, yes, perfect. Okay, so we want, oh wow, advanced. Alright, so the basic one is emit redstone when it's above, let's go with 12 bars. And higher than, lower than, yes, higher than. So if it's higher than 12 bars, give us a redstone signal. Perfect. And since it's right next to the compressor, it is in this block, right? Yes. Since it's right next to the compressor, that should give the compressor a signal, a high redstone signal when it gets too hot, when there's enough pressure. So we will say you only run on a low signal, which means you should start running right now, which is excellent. And when you get to 12 bars, you should stop. And I'm doing 12 because the doesn't show you here. The drones, I think, can only take 10, so 12 should be fine. Let's go here. Yeah, okay, so there's the 0 bar version, and here's the full one is 10 bars. So 12 should be just fine. We don't need to go all the way to 20. All right, let's give you a dispenser upgrade so that the drone can land on here. And let's give you 3 upgrades because you are extremely slow without upgrades. I think we have to actually be charging to see how fast it's going to go. So we'll come back to that. And let's give you, actually let's give you a security upgrade just in case things go haywire. Alright, so far we're doing okay. Oh, you don't have any speed upgrades, that's why. We're only at 30 degrees C, but you're very slow. 16 milliliters per tick. Now fortunately it's a teeny tiny system, so we don't really need to go that fast. But let's give you these speed upgrades for the moment at least. Yep, there we go. Now we're doing 50, and this is going to start warming up, which is of course going to make it less efficient eventually. But that's fine. We'll let all that run for a bit and try our drone. Oh yeah, I found out. So you can combine them with a die in your crafting grid, or apparently if they're out in the world, you can right click on them with the die as well to change their color. Because remember, this guy's just like super boring brown color, and we wanted to fix that. Now, one possible problem is the hitbox on that might give him some issues. So we're going to lose a bunch of pressure again, but I'm actually going to move this over. We're not, oh, you don't lose pressure when you've got the advanced thing on. Nice. Alright, so I want you to go there. There we go. And give you speed and the dispenser, and we should be good to go. So I've already programmed this guy, and we're going to see if it works. If it works, then I will we'll go back and program the other one, because we need one for sugarcane as well. And we've lost the day already. Good grief. So right click him on the ground. And here he goes. He's off. He's already charged. He's got, I think, 4 bars of pressure. He doesn't have any upgrades right now. We can give him up to 10. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. So I told him to break up to 10. Sorry, changing ideas. Break up to 10 blocks in this area, and then pick up only hemp seeds, which I see he didn't pick them all up. I may need to increase that number. And where are you? Oh yeah, okay, there you go. And then you went up here and put those in, and okay, so you got 8 in there, and this is probably full? Yeah, this is full. So you're doing it. Alright. So once I turn on the diesel generator, oh boy, that's dark. Yeah, I see him, he's down there. That's one thing. What's going to happen if he goes through an unloaded chunk? Oh, here he goes. He's doing his thing. What happens if the chunks unload? Hopefully he won't get stuck. He'll know what to do. Alright, there you go. And you put a few more in? Well, okay, he put them into here, which is then funneling down into the hopper, and then the hopper, of course, will funnel it into the squeezer once we're good. Alright, and then when he runs low on pressure, he should, let me just get rid of these, he should go, okay, I need a nearby charging station, where do I go? And he should pop right up over here. Looks like we are at 12, so I think that worked. 12.4 and rising. Oops. Okay, hold on. Get rid of your speed upgrades. You require a low signal. You are supposed to be out greater than. Higher than. Did I change that? Dang it. Okay. Emit a signal when greater than, higher than 12 bars. Yes. And you won't run on a high signal, but it's not emitting directly into there. Okay, so I guess we do need some redstone. Let's go grab that, and apparently a sandwich. Bummer. I was hoping it would just like directly sense it because it's 1 block away, but it's looking like that's not quite going to work. Let's see, there should be some redstone in here. Whee! Grab that, and let's try this. And this, come on, hang glider. This is why we put the security module in, even if we think we know what we're doing. Now, hopefully these are not redstone sensitive. Alright, so you're outputting, and there is a redstone signal here. You require a low. Are you going to stop? Why are you not stopping? Enable on low. Any high low. Enable on low. It's not. I can't even do that here, can I? Oh well. I sort of can. Alright. Let's grab some smooth shell. We'll just have to mess with this for a minute because first I expected that to work, and then I expected at least this to work. So maybe what we are going to have to do, oh good grief, we're going to have to go out here, and then out there, and then, oh, this is silly. This is so far round and round, because I didn't expect to have to run any red, and it's going to touch there anyway. That's not going to work, right? That's not going to work. I'm trying to get it to actually go straight into, I may have to move everything. I'm trying to get like this. But as soon as I put one here, it's going to stop. So, okay, we're going to have to just shut you off for now because you're going to start venting in a minute. The other, okay, we got one other option. What if I use red alloy wire? Let's give that a quick try. And if that doesn't work, then I'm going to have to turn him off and move everything around and get, no, it's not in there, it's down here in tech bits. If this doesn't work, then we're going to have to move everything around and make sure he gets that high redstone signal and turns off. Or you guys are face palming and I'm totally missing a setting or something and it's just not working. Alright, so one thing we can do is we can put this here to see, yes, it is getting a redstone signal. So it is emitting the redstone signal as we expect. Now we have to move you because I need red alloy wire. And can I put you... No. Wait, I know how to do it. I know how to do it, finally. Okay, this will work. This will definitely 100% honestly most likely work. Okay, if I put you here, and I put you here, you're emitting. You should now be getting a redstone signal. See? And this guy should be able to detect that block and... finally stopped. Okay. Right, so you either have to get, with vanilla redstone, you either have to get it pointed into the next block, like so, or you can run it on a block, or actually you don't need this one. Run it next to the block, which will then power this weak power, I think it is. Yeah, weakly power that, but then you can indeed register that. Okay, good. So you're doing fine. Now, interesting, you're actually holding 60 degrees C even though you're not creating any pressure at the moment. I expected it to only make heat while it was creating pressure, but apparently not. Oh no, here it goes. It's cooling down, just really slowly because we don't have any heat sinks. Okay, that's probably fine. I mean, it doesn't need to make a whole lot of pressure. It's just doing its thing. How are we doing up here? Yes, we've already got a stack, a little over a stack. We may have to work with some speed upgrades. We may have to make more drones. I don't know. And we can definitely expand the farm. We can change how much it's gathering. But yeah, look at that, man. He's already taken out half the farm here. So just for testing, what I told him is come down, break a maximum of 10 blocks. Let's just pick up all the stuff and see how many hemp seeds he's missing. Break a maximum of 10 blocks, pick up all the hemp seeds, and then go drop them in that bin up there, and then do it again. And that's going to be his life from now on. Alright, so yeah, he only missed one hemp seed. Good. And this hemp fiber I don't care about. I've got barrels and barrels and barrels full of that. But we're doing good. Nice. So let's... I didn't make another drone. Actually, that's really easy, isn't it? Alright, let's make another drone, and we'll go look at the program and see if we can't get the sugarcane guy going too. So, drones take... you guys, let's see, there's four blades on a drone. No, 3. We need 3 of these around something to make the rotor, but I can't remember what it is. Okay, drone. Yes, this. Okay, right, it is like that. 3 of you. Come on, mouse, dang it. Makes that. We need 4 of you, and then you guys go around, I presume, a circuit board. Yes, and then we have a new drone. Awesome. Yeah, that's all we needed here. So let's take a look at the program, and this is the program that other guy's running. We're going to use almost exactly the same one, but we're going to change the GPS coordinates up because we wanted to break blocks in a different area and put them into a different bin. That's it. Oh, I also figured out, by the way, you can click the plus and minus here to go through these 7 pages, or you can click this and you can see all 7 pages of stuff you can do all at once. So that was quite helpful. Anyway, what we're going to do is we have to have a start piece. That's lime green or bright green, whatever. And then we're going to do dig an area, and I've got it set to dig the closest. You can right click on these to see the details. Closest, low to high, high to low, whatever, and limit the interactions to 10. So I've got him only doing 10 at a time right now. I think we could probably upgrade that, let's say 32. So that should break maybe, well, it'll break 32 sugarcane in this case. But you could drop 2 per plant. So that could be actually a full stack of sugarcane. And by default, I believe these guys can carry 1 stack each, 1 stack at a time. Actually, you probably should come over here and get a bit of a charge. That's not what I wanted. We'll fix that in a second. Get a bit of a charge while we're doing this, because I don't need you in the programmer while I'm doing this. Just when we're ready to program you. Alright, so this area is set to Well, if I show the area, let's just do that. We'll see quickly. Do a little flight over here. We should see a bunch of little boxes down here saying, yep, there we go. All them those green boxes are showing us the area that the hemp farmer is dealing with. And now we want to change that. I was going to go back and turn off show boxes, but we don't need to do that. We just go right over here, and we can say GPS 1 right there. And come on, GPS 2. I'm going to keep it at the same level. I could tell it to go up 1, but there's no point, because if you break this level, then the top level comes down anyway on sugarcane, so that'll work. That should work, I would say. Pop back over here. And I thought a little bit about, do I want to move all this over there, or do I want to move the farm over here, or what? Anyway, I think just power and charge over there, leave the diesel generator over there for now, is the right way to go about it. Alright, so now we right click on this and we say 0.1, and you can click to remove that if you want, and click that, that's 0.1. Click to remove, or click the other one, 0.2. And we can, oh, I guess it was already turned on for show area, so let's just double check, make sure we did that right. See, there's a little bit of just running back and forth because it's so far away, but it's okay-ish. I think we'll be alright. Yep, there we go. Looks perfect. We got the green boxes. Oh, but now we need the next ones. I keep wanting to go back to the programmer, but here we go. Okay, so now what I wanted to do is pick up, and we'll tell it sugarcane specifically, but let's give it a little extra area. So as these pop off the sides, let's say from here, as they pop off, they might kind of go a little bit further away. So let's just do from there to there. So now we're at the one level lower, because of course these are going to be sitting on the ground, and that's where we want to pick them up from. Now it used to be you had to have 2 drones to do this, because one guy you would tell to break the stuff, and then he would just basically go break stuff forever, and the other guy you would tell to pick stuff up. Alright, stop showing that area. Alright, so now that we've dug or broke the sugar cane, we want to pick up items, and we can right click this for options. We can show the area. We don't need that. Here it is, item filter. So this is just pick up items. Well, actually, let's do the area, because we need to change the area. I'm going to do that and do this, and okay, then we want to change the item filter, so we right click that. If I had sugarcane, I could just show it here, but I think we can just do, is it sugarcane? No, it's reeds in TFC. There we go. And we want reeds. There we go. So now, filter on reeds, don't care about the rest of this, we're not using MBT and all that stuff. Okay, so break the sugarcane in this area, do a maximum of 32 of those, then pick up items in this area. And is there a maximum number? No. No. Okay, so it looks like it might miss some once in a while, because it was missing a couple, but that's fine. And then export it to the bin. So we want to export to the top. Oh yeah, I was going to mention that too. The bins, one of the problems I found out, I replaced the iron dust and iron bars barrels, and it turns out the bins you can't pipe in and out the back. So if I grab one of these and I pop it down here, unfortunately we do not connect. No connecting. So that was a bit of a bummer, but not that big a deal. Okay, go in there. Yes. And now we need the bin to export into. So anyway, what I was trying to say there is I told it to export into the top of the bin. So right, give me it back. Thank you. Shift right click because it wants to, eat my GPS. Put my GPS in there, and then the hopper steals it. And are we good? Oh, come on, get in there. Are we good? Is that it? We need to do this area. I hope that's the right one. I think it is. Alright, and let's do a quick show area because I'm not 100% sure that's right. Export to the top side. Okay, so you can... Oh, this is our exporting. You can do a use count. wonder why pick items doesn't have a... Okay, we don't need that one showing an area. Oh, I guess it's all show all areas or don't show all areas, it looks like, maybe. Pick up items doesn't seem to have a use count, but I guess it only picks up one, it can only hold one stack, so if you get to that one stack, then I guess you just stop because you can't hold anymore and move on to the next step. So that's probably okay. Quick drink. Okay, put you back down. And let us verify that this is showing. It's not showing the spot. Is it inside of you? Yes, okay. I had that on the chest over there when I was messing with it earlier. So depending on the mod, these little show me the place doesn't actually show through the blocks. Alright, I think we're good to go. Break it, pick them up, put them in there. Yes. And you should be full, and you should be empty. Alright, let's try it. Let's go grab our other drone. Oh, he needs to be sugarcane colored. Let's get him... Yes. You, and we need some bone meal, which should be... Oh boy, where do we have bone meal? Oh, I know where we have bone meal. Alright, you, and then drone is charging. Let's grab you. Okay, you're up to 4 bars. Put you up here, and you are going to be Sugar Daddy. Because why not? I don't know. Because it's funny. And export this program over to there. And it just stole all the puzzle pieces out of here. I already made sure I had enough. And now it's using those puzzle pieces for the areas and the digging and all that stuff. Alright. Let's go give you a little paint job, and then we'll see if you're actually working. Yes, you should have 2 bone meal left. Alright, well, we only need 1. So, you and you, whoops, you make green dye, and then you and you, really? I wanted to make it lime. And lime dye takes... Oh, right, it takes a piece of sand. Bugger. They added sand to combining dyes together. I don't quite know why, but every time I go to... Thank you. Every time I go to combine 2 dyes together, I forget about the sand, and it totally doesn't work, obviously. Alright, let's do that, and now you're a pretty little lime green drone ready to do some sugarcane farming for us. And I see the sun has already gone through, so this is probably... Yeah, it's a episode already. Where is our hemp farmer guy? Oh, there he is. He's down there. I see him. Alright, so pop you down here. You're already charged. You're programmed. Yeah, you should be good to go. Oh, I didn't even notice it says the name on it if you get close enough, so that's cute. Alright, come on up. Where are you? There you go, hemp worker. And there we go. We're already... Well, no, we're not. Alright, so we got a little over 3 stacks in there. Let's go watch this guy and make sure he breaks stuff. Okay, so you could do up to 32. Let me just hover here for a sec. And that should give you like 64 sugar reeds. Are you? Yeah, okay, he's gathering them. I don't know why he missed a bunch back here, but I suspect when he comes back down, he'll randomly get some of those. Because he did that too. He kind of missed a few sugar cane for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Alright, well, let's go watch the sugarcane worker. Did I miss him already? Oh yeah, here he goes. Are you stuck? You're not stuck. The snow, I was a little bit concerned that would get him stuck, but it's not. Looks like it's okay. Come on down. Oh, you're the hemp worker. Where did the sugarcane guy go? There he is. I totally missed him while I was up there, apparently. Come on down. They move a little bit weird, don't they? Kind of like Anyway, all right. So maybe I don't want him to break 32. That might be a bit much because it looks like he's missing a fair amount. Maybe we'll just make it like 20 or so. And I'll double check if there's a way to tell it how much to pick up. But you should be able to pick up all that. You should be able to deal with a full stack. And you're not doing it. Well, we'll have to do a little bit of tuning, but I think that's about it. Let me grab these before they despawn. And I think we basically got the drones working, and I have no idea if we have enough production once we get going here. Obviously we got a huge backlog right now, but I have no idea if we've got enough production to keep up with the diesel generator or not. But let's just flip this guy on for a minute. You're supposed to go. You've got biodiesel. I'm sure that capacitor's full, but I bet you don't care. Let's rerun this. These pipes have been a little derpy sometimes. Let's just, maybe it's not getting any biodiesel. Okay, well, I'm going to have to muck around with the diesel generator, but right now it does not seem to want to be running for some reason. So what it's doing is we got an HV line into an ultimate. It says basic, but that's an ultimate cube, of course. And I wonder if just the sounds aren't coming through. Anyway, that's outputting it into an HV capacitor, and then I can run from here out to somewhere else. But I'm probably going to have to redo that. What? Why are you down at this level? I guess it's coming up and then going like along the floor and then going up. But yeah, it's doing it. We got more sugarcane going in. Either this thing's not running or it's just not making sounds for some reason, which happens from time to time. But yeah, there we go. Well, actually, we can tell. Yeah, it's not using any of the biodiesel. So you're not running for some unknown reason. Huh. Alright, well, I will mess with it. I'll probably have to just break it and replace some of the blocks or reformat, whatever, to get it to work. That's going to be a pain if we're going to have problems with our main 4,000 RF per tick generator just like randomly breaking or whatever. So I'll have to mess with that a bit. But looks like this is working. Looks like the drones are working. We're getting input. We got almost 5 stacks of this already. So we're getting along, doing good, and now it's all about tweaking and seeing if they're fast enough and if we got enough production down there, or if we're going to have to make a bigger reed farm or a bigger hemp farm or whatever, and see how that all works. That's it for today, guys. Once I get it all tweaked, I'll show you what it looks like in the next episode, but that's going to have to wait for later. So as Sugar Daddy flies off into the distance, I'll sign off and say hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope to catch you in the next one. Leave me a like, leave me a comment if you would like to, and I'll talk to you later.